Oh my God, Becky, look at that crust!
Who doesn't get a craving to eat out every now and then? While a fast food breakfast, lunch, dinner, or dessert sounds great, sometimes our wallets leave us with few options. Not to worry, if you are living on a budget and watching those hard-earned dollars carefully, then the great news is that you can still dine out even while on a strict budget. All you need to do is look for restaurants and fast food joints that can accommodate anyone's spending limit. So grab all the change you can find under the couch cushions, and let's order up the top 10 fast food dollar menu items. McDonald's McChicken is tasty and cheap.
I wanted to treat you to sandwiches from Sandwichies.
Anyone watching their dollars and cents who have a strong craving for a huge chicken McNugget that is salty and peppery on a burger bun will be happy to learn that they are in luck. One of the cheapest items available at McDonald's is the very affordable and delicious McChicken sandwich. Not to mention, it comes with lettuce and loads of mayonnaise. Additionally, the amazing McChicken is one of the cheapest items on the McDonald's menu, and anyone who is on a tight budget can easily splurge on it and will love it too. Even though McDonald's has revamped its dollar menu over the years to include $2 and $3 items, the McChicken is still on there for only $1.
Man, this chicken gonna be off the chain.
The regular McDonald's menu items are not exactly pricey as it stands, but for those on that student budget, you can easily go and enjoy the large and tasty McChicken. Just follow the calling of those golden arches. And if you want to indulge and splurge a little more, enjoy that McChicken with an order of super tasty fries that everyone absolutely adores. In fact, a McDonald's meal would not be complete without the fries, but again, only if this kind of splurging fits within the budget.
When I say chicken, you say sandwich chicken.
The Sonic Mini Tots won't break the bank.
You gonna eat your Tots?
Think of Sonic and you probably think about their shakes and burgers because, well, that's what they're known for. However, you are forgetting one thing. Sonic is also known for its incredible Tots. We wouldn't want anyone to miss out by not ordering a small cup of these crispy little potato Tots. Not only are these Tots too tasty for words, but they cost under $1. How can anyone go wrong with buying a snack that is so incredibly mouthwatering for just pennies?
Are those cheesy Tots?
Not that any of the menu items at Sonic will exactly break the bank. However, each time someone orders burgers or shakes at Sonic, they would be passing up something great if they didn't get those fantastic and super cheap Tots. And if the main meal happens to come with the Tots anyway, then why not add some extra Tots for less than $1? Eating more without having to spend an arm and a leg should be the goal of everyone who is watching their finances. This means you can go to Sonic and enjoy a cup of Tots without worrying about overspending.
With a leg for an arm and an arm for a leg.
The Wendy's Buffalo Chicken Ranch won't empty your wallet.
So we can get any sandwich?
It shouldn't be a surprise that Wendy's would have items on their menu that are $1 or $2, considering that they were the ones who first rolled the dice on the cheap menu game. However, they have had to change things in order to keep up with the competition, which caused them to increase their prices for business purposes. However, Wendy's still found ways to keep most of their items quite cheap, such as their Junior Bacon Cheeseburger, which comes in at under $2. And they are proud to let everyone know that they have an item on their menu that is even cheaper than that. The item is the Buffalo Chicken Ranch, which is only $1. Additionally, the Buffalo Chicken Ranch is super delicious and incredibly tempting.
I'm gonna get some chicken. I can't wait.
How can anyone go wrong with a $1 meal that consists of a delicious chicken sandwich that is dripping with rich Buffalo Ranch sauce and is loaded up with Monterey Jack cheese? You can't. Not only does this delicious sandwich cost only $1, but it is loaded with so much protein, it should keep you full and energized for hours. So if you're looking for a really cheap and extremely filling meal, there is no question that Wendy's is worth a trip.
Boy, wake up. It's almost chicken time.
The White Castle cheese slider will fit your budget.
Oh, let's do this together.
Buying a snack for just 30 cents is something that is virtually unheard of in this day and age. White Castle is offering this modern-day snack with a price from the 1950s. Whether you're living a frugal life or not, everyone loves a deal, and here is one to be had. In most restaurants, buying a snack for 30 cents is definitely an old concept that simply does not exist anymore. However, this is not the case for White Castle. People will be thrilled to know that they offer their delicious cheese sliders for only 30 cents a piece. And if you're feeling extra peckish, then buy 3 of them for less than $1.
Where's my burger?
These sliders are bursting with flavor from grilled onions, cheese, and an added pickle served on a steamy, mouth-watering bun. The taste alone is worth a lot more than 30 cents. The bonus is that they are. Do the math and anyone can easily enjoy a meal of 10 of these sliders for only $3.
This sandwich cost me $85.
Options from Taco Bell's Dollar Cravings menu.
Taco Tuesday! Taco Tuesday!
Taco Bell makes it possible for anyone with a tight rein on their spending habits to still eat out. Even those on the tightest of budgets will be able to indulge in not 1, not 5, but 11 items that are featured for $1 on their Dollar Cravings menu. This is a fantastic selection for only $1. Having 11 choices is great news for those who don't want to be restricted to only buying one cheap item. Taco Bell's Dollar Cravings menu features their shredded chicken mini quesadilla, beefy Fritos burrito, triple layer nachos, and their well-known Cinnabon Delights 2-pack.
A heavenly space taco.
For only a few bucks, you can put together a complete meal including dessert. And for those that have a little more spending room, they can always upgrade these dishes by adding extra fire-roasted salsa, jalapeno peppers, and guacamole. Those who want to eat on the cheap at Taco Bell for breakfast can also do so, because they offer $1 items on their morning value menu, such as the mini skillet bowl and the sausage flatbread quesadilla. Needless to say, Taco Bell is doing what it can to bring Mexican food to the masses. And with such a long list of dollar menu items, they're doing a great job.
My mouth is starting to water just thinking about tasting it.
Del Taco has cheap options for those on a budget.
Taco Tuesday. Taco Tuesday.
If Taco Bell is not your thing and you still have a strong craving for Mexican food but don't have that much cash to burn, Del Taco is the place to go. All you need to do is march right over to the Del Taco's Buck and Under menu and then smile with delight as you behold the variety of meals available to order for super cheap. For breakfast, those keeping an eye on their dollars will want to get the amazingly delicious chorizo breakfast taco for under $1. It is cheap, fast, tasty, and filling, and it is a great breakfast to eat on the go while on the way to work or class.
There's nothing to eat for breakfast.
There are also plenty of great lunch and dinner options offered on the Del Taco's Buck and Under menu. One such option is the Crunchtada Tostada. The Crunchtada Tostada is perfect for those who are in the mood for something crunchy that will fill them up. Loaded with cheese and refried beans, the Crunchtada is a solid source of protein and will keep you full for a while. And for those not only on a strict budget but also a strict diet, get the grilled chicken taco meal, a lower calorie option for only $1. To top it all off, those who are looking to give their sweet tooth a treat will absolutely love the real strawberry lemonade, all for $1 or less.
We must be hot on the taco trail.
A Dairy Queen Blizzard for 99 cents, but with a catch.
That's nice. That'll be $5.
Unfortunately, many people sticking to a tight budget tend to skip Dairy Queen because they no longer have a dollar menu. But that should not stop anyone from going there to enjoy a cold, creamy, sweet treat just because they have eliminated their dollar menu. Just because Dairy Queen doesn't have an official dollar menu, they still do offer many of their treats for $1 or less. However, there is a catch in many cases. For instance, if 2 people have a craving for a Blizzard from DQ, they don't have to spend an arm and a leg to get them. Yes, one of them will need to pay regular price for the first DQ Blizzard. But the second Blizzard will cost only 99 cents. So technically, if you split the cost of the 2 Blizzards, it's not really a dollar menu item, but if you happen to be with a friend who doesn't know about this deal, let them order and pay for theirs first while you slap that $1 on the counter, thus creating your own dollar menu. With that said, 2 friends or a couple can enjoy a cheap snack out at DQ with this great special. Additionally, it's recommended to check out the other deals that DQ regularly offers. DQ is more than ice cream, and they also have delicious burgers and meals on their menu, and special offers change throughout the year. And for anyone looking to get their caffeine fix, you can order a small iced coffee for only $1. That is a steal when compared to many other places.
You know, you better be careful, buddy. She's gonna get you next.
Breakfast at Dunkin' Donuts for pennies.
Dunkin' Nuts. Show that.
Yes, it's true that Dunkin' Donuts is another fast food restaurant that does not offer a dollar menu, but there is still some good news for those on a tight budget. You can most definitely enjoy some of the Dunkin' Donuts breakfast options for under $1. With that said, never write off a fast food restaurant because they don't have an official dollar menu. If you're looking for a deal, there are savings to be had when you want to nosh on the cheap. Dunkin' Donuts definitely falls into this category. For those who don't have time to eat breakfast at home or want a little extra treat to snack on later in the day, you can always stop at Dunkin' Donuts to grab the 4 Munchkins deal, a donut, or a bagel for under $1. Anyone can enjoy a quick breakfast for only 4 quarters or 100 pennies. You can also enjoy a cheap breakfast at Dunkin' Donuts if you want to bring someone else along. Dunkin' Donuts offers a special for those who want to get 2 egg and cheese wake-up wrap sandwiches for only $2. Extra meat can be added to the sandwiches to make them even more filling. However, in most locations, it will cost a little extra for those who decide to do that. I guess if you can't find anyone to share with, you'll have to eat both. Dunkin' Donuts also offers specials throughout the year, so it's a good idea to keep an eye out. When it comes to donuts, why take a chance on possibly missing out?
These are not sprinkles, sir.
Enjoy Timbits from Tim Hortons.
Because every bit matters.
Just as Dunkin' Donuts offers some of their menu options for under $1, the same applies to Tim Hortons. Now, there are not that many Tim Hortons franchises in the USA. They are mostly located in cities that are close to the Canadian border. Those who do live in one of those cities will not want to miss out on the goodies available at this chain that won't break the bank. Not only is Tim Hortons famous for their delicious coffee, but everyone loves their Timbits, which are just like the Munchkins from Dunkin' Donuts, available for under $1. You will have to wait and be on the lookout for the special promotion, but when it does arrive, you can get 10 of these delicious Timbits for only $1, or a loonie in Canada.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
With the purchase of a beverage. Not that 10 Timbits are crazy expensive on a regular day, costing only $2, or a toonie for our northern friends. They also offer other snacks for under $1, such as their donuts and their classic cookie. So if you live in one of the Tim Hortons border cities and don't want to wait around at a very busy Dunkin' Donuts to get your Munchkins fix, no worries. You can satisfy that sweet tooth with some Timbits for $1 or less at Tim Hortons.
We wish to welcome you to Munchkin Land.
Don't forget about the cheap options at Steak 'n Shake.
If you two don't eat this entire sandwich by the end of the day, you're fired!
The one place not to forget about when it comes to getting amazing and cheap fast food options is Steak 'n Shake. In fact, they have 24 menu options that anyone can get for under $4, which is a steal. Some of these items include the triple steak burger with fries and the guacamole steak burger, which, of course, also comes with a generous serving of fries. Don't forget about their popular lunch options either, such as their delicious steak burger shooters for a stunning 89 cents. The great news for those who want to add cheese to their order, you will only need to fork over an extra dime. That's right, 10 cents. This means people can enjoy steak burger shooters with cheese for less than $1.
And I want it rare.
And for those who want to grab a quick, cheap breakfast at Steak 'n Shake, enjoy a filling potato and egg breakfast taco meal or the sausage, egg, and cheese breakfast taco, also under $1. One other thing worth noting about Steak 'n Shake is that they also offer cheap desserts. Go for a fruit and yogurt parfait or an Oreo ice cream sandwich for only 99 cents.
You put that ice cream back right now. I mean it. I am not kidding around.
With all of these choices, just crack open that piggy bank and with a handful of change, indulge in a meal or treat from Steak 'n Shake. Dollar dining done right. Hungry for more? Just tap on that screen for more great videos. And if it's your first time here, show us some love and hit that subscribe button and ring that bell to join our notification squad.